Their Majesties request the presence of Perronnelle de Croy.
Oyez! 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 Peuple ici assemblé pour le couronnement de nos souverains.
Oyez! 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 People gathered here for the coronation of our overlords.
Acclamez l'honorable Perronnelle de Croy.
Shire, the honorable Perronnelle de Croy.
Compagnon de l'ordre de Sainte-Brigitte, baronnie de Brennan.
Companion of the order of St. Bridget, barony of Bergenthal.
Compagnon de l'ordre du pèlerin de la baronnie du Havre de Glace.
Companion of the order of the pilgrimage, barony of Havre de Glace.
Distinction d'estime du consort.
Consort award of esteem.
Compagnon de l'ordre du croissant d'argent.
Companion of the order of the silver crescent.
Femme forte de Normandie, elle peut tout accomplir.
A strong woman from Normandy, she can accomplish anything.
Son travail fait la fierté de son entourage.
Her work is the pride of those around her.
Sa dévotion nous inspire tous à nous dépasser.
Her devotion inspires us all to surpass ourselves.
Son engagement à réaliser ce qui doit l'être nous guide.
Her commitment to achieving what needs to be done guides us.
Cependant,
however,
pour nous, francophones, nous lui serons éternellement redevables pour nous avoir fait connaître et être l'incarnation du mot.
For us francophones, we will be eternally indebted to her for making us known and being the embodiment of the word shenanigans.
Perronnelle, nous t'avons envoyé contempler les valeurs de cet ordre. Tu as pu longuement le faire. Est-ce que tu as une réponse pour nous?
Ma réponse est oui, avec tout mon cœur.
Please call the order.
Their Majesties would need the presence of their Order of the Pelican. L'ordre du Pelican.
Is there a member of the chivalry who will speak for Perronnelle?
There is.
Yes.
Your Majesties, I am Sir Cedric of Armorica, Knight of the Society, and I claim the right to speak this day. May I address the populace? People of the East, I am here today to undertake what is arguably one of the most important duties that any member of any peerage can do. I am here to speak truth to power. No matter how uncomfortable the parties involved in that conversation may be. I am supposed to be here to tell you why Perronnelle is my peer. Unfortunately, and to my lasting shame, I cannot do so. I could tell you she is my peer, but not only would it be a base falsehood, it would cheapen her before you all. I can claim some small skill at arms, and I am just arrogant enough to believe that I've managed to be of service to my kingdom and the society at large in the 35 years I've been a member of this organization. Perronnelle has done so much more. You will hear the other speakers today, who are far more qualified than I, speak of her accomplishments in service, in arts and sciences, and as an exemplar of courtesy. I can vouch for her participation in a myriad of martial disciplines, most recently becoming baronial champion of fence for Bergenthal. What little I have been able to achieve in my time here pales in significance to what she has done and what I have no doubt she will continue to do in the future. You ask if she is my peer? I can only hope that I have the ability to prove to you someday that I am worthy to be hers. This is a good thing you do this day, Your Majesties, and I humbly thank you for it.
Is there a member of the Laurel to speak for this candidate?
Yes, Your Majesty. Your Majesties, my name is Nastasia Ivanovna Medvedeva Poltasha, and I am a member of the Order of the Laurel, and I claim the right to speak for this candidate. I don't remember when I met Perronnelle, but I do remember not knowing her. But yet, she seemed to be everywhere. And I wanted to know who this amazingly competent and organized person was, because she seemed super cool and I wanted to know her. And you know what? I was right. She is an amazing person who is incredibly organized because she can keep Bergenthal in line. Or at least make it look better. She turns service into art and art into service, not only by being a web minister for multiple kingdom offices at a time and making those sites work, but by giving up her time to the known world players at Penzic, both as lighting director and as production manager, creating moments for the players and for the audience to remember and cherish and to entertain them. She has always been my peer. They just got to me first. I'm so thrilled for you. I'm still dancing just based on you getting your writ. Your Majesties, this is an amazingly wonderful thing you do this day, and I'm just blessed to be able to be here and witness it.
Is there a member of the defense who will speak for her?
Your Majesties, I'm Magister Devlin McPherson, and that's my honor. I met Perronnelle about 6 or 7 years ago when I moved up to Bergenthal in Southwest Wall. And to be honest, at that time, I thought she was already in. Perronnelle is a force of nature. I'm supposed to speak of perseverance. Nothing stops her. Makes it very difficult. Growing up in Ilga Drive in Belmont, moved to several kingdoms before just coming back to the east to settle in. You do all the things. I was blessed enough to have you in my fencing practice and my classes where we actually got to know each other. Even through injuries, you kept going. She's been my peer. She should have been a peer far before I am. It is a good thing you do this day. I am so happy for you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Is there a member of the Rose to speak for Perronnelle?
Your Majesties, I fear that Duchess Avelina may have been held up. May I speak some of her words? I won't be able to keep this up, but Your Majesty! And Duchess Sarah, both Duchess Avelina and I are delighted to be able to speak for this candidate. So the roses speak for courtesy. And one of the pieces that we don't often remember as part of courtesy is communication. And what could be more fundamental to courtesy than clear communication? Amongst the many things things that Perronnelle has done. She has served in the web ministry. She has served in the heraldic community. And in particular, she has been organizing translations for folks who need them. And most of those things, except for the being loud part in court, are things that happen in the back, things that you don't see happen, unless they're not done. Then you notice. Then people don't know where to go, they don't know what's happening, they don't feel included, they don't feel like they're part of the community. But when the service of Perronnelle comes into the picture, people know they have what they need. They're here, they're present, they're part of it, they're in our community. And for that service, we would absolutely commend her to you, Your Majesties, as our peer.
Is there a member of the populace to speak for her?
Majesties! I am the Honorable Lord Sigurd Berserker, and I humbly beg of you the privilege to share my words about Perronnelle. I don't remember exactly the first time when I met Perronnelle, but I do remember what she was doing. She was helping. As I crossed paths with her over my early years in the society, she was helping. As I came to have the honor and privilege of calling her my friend, she was helping. And I bet even today, on the day we're honoring her, she was probably trying to help someone. As I was writing this, I tried to make a list of all the things that I could remember that she's done, all the big things and the small things, and Mistress Pagan told me I had 2 minutes. It's not enough time. Not enough time. So instead, I'm just going to focus on one thing. What she's done for me. And if not for Perronnelle, I am certain that I would not be on the path that I am today. She has been a taskmaster, an inspiration, and a confidant when it's been needed. And I know in my heart that I can't be the only one who feels this way. So, to put simply, Your Majesties, what you do today is right. What you do today is good. What you do today is true. Thank you.
And finally, is there a member of the Pelican who will speak for Perronnelle?
Majesté. Marguerite de Guy, est-ce que vous pourriez s'il vous plaît traduire pour moi? Merci. Perronnelle. Perronnelle. Premier qualificatif francophone.
First adjective, francophone.
Germaine. Explique ça en anglais.
Parle-moi, je t'entends.
Germaine.
Oh, no translation for that, but she runs a tight ship.
Autographe, festocrate, web, bannière. Et tâches connexes.
She does it all. Then some.
Maman de 2 enfants.
She's a mother of 2.
Et un mari.
And she also has, you know, a husband. Sorry, honey.
Je me demande si elle n'a pas fait quelque chose. Y a-t-il quelque chose qu'elle n'a pas fait?
Is there anything that she, like, has not done?
Perfect. Hey, yet.
Mais avant tout ce qu'elle fait, elle le fait avec son cœur.
But everything she does is done from the heart.
Pour ça, pour moi, et parce que je parle au nom des Pélicans, tu fais partie des mères.
And for this, you do belong to this order of the Pelican.
Et ça fait quand même 30 ans que dans SCA.
Also, it might have been a little while, maybe around 30 years, that she's in the SCA.
Merci.
All right. Perronnelle, before receiving your regalia, is there a peer to remove this bag?
There is, Your Majesty.
Their Majesties would need the presence of Perronnelle's peer, Godefroy de Falaise.
Votre Majesté, j'imagine que vous voulez que je relève Perronnelle de son serment d'allégeance.
S'il vous plaît.
Ce sera difficile et pénible pour moi, alors je demanderai que la traduction soit faite de mes mots. Je ne pourrai le faire moi. Perronnelle, il y a maintenant plusieurs années que nos chemins se sont croisés.
There has been many years since we came to crossroads and met.
Ce fut des années extraordinaires pour moi. J'ai appris beaucoup.
I have learned lots from you. These have been some of the best years of my life.
Ce fut un privilège et un honneur de t'accompagner sur cette vie.
It was an honor and a privilege to be with you on this path.
Et aujourd'hui, l'heure est arrivée que tu entreprennes ta propre route.
But today, we have the clock that gave us the time. It was time for you to be let go.
Cette ceinture que tu portes, je te l'ai remise et nous avons prêté serment l'un à l'autre. Tu devenais ton Seigneur liege, responsable de toi face à la couronne.
This belts represent the oath that you've taken to me and me to you.
Maintenant que ton odyssée commence, tu peux parler par toi-même à la couronne, la conseiller et l'aider dans ses décisions.
And now that I'm releasing you, you may speak with your own voice that you have found.
La seule chose que je te demande,
The only thing I would ask of you,
toujours te souvenir d'où tu viens.
always remember where you come from.
Juste narré. Moi, et maintenant,
Pelican needed regalia.
Est-ce qu'il y a un médaillon?
comme je le disais tout à l'heure, l'Odyssée de Perronnelle commence. Alors il était normal que ce médaillon soit neuf. Le médaillon a été réalisé en verre par Maîtresse Marguerite de Guy et l'honorable Dame Pierra. La chaîne a été réalisée par Maîtresse Audrey Bennett. Thank you. Sorry, not good at names. So, here it is.
Your Majesty, your the second one.
Is there a headrail?
There is, Your Majesty. I have made it, and I'm in the process of making it, and it's going to be even better later.
There is, your Majesties. For Normans do not wear caps. They wear headrails and fillets. For we have a fillet of maintenance.
Is there a cloak?
There is. Just like before, this is by Alexei Dmitriev, and he still has to complete the embroidery. Oh, it is going.
Perronnelle,
Look out for the pan. Yeah, look out.
with this cloak, je t'investis comme Pelican du royaume de l'Est.
Devant vous, tous ici assemblés, se dresse un joyau du royaume de l'Est qui porte le nom de Perronnelle de Croy. Elle est une merveille incarnée car ses mains font œuvre charitable aux quatre coins du royaume. Il tient donc du miracle que ses mains ne se soient encore envolées.
Before one and all is a treasure of the East, Perronnelle de Croy. What a marvel she is, for her helping hands extend in so many directions, it is a wonder they don't fly away.
De l'art héraldique à la couture,
From heraldry to tailoring,
de l'enluminure à la négociation,
from illumination to negotiation,
de maîtresse de camp baroniale à denteur de catus,
from baronial camp manager to cat wrangler,
de la planification et organisation aux manigances.
from planning and plotting to shenanigans.
Avec sa nature généreuse et son attitude joyeuse, ce qui doit être fait sera fait.
With her generous nature and joyful demeanor, what needs to be done will be done.
Nous, sultan Mohammad et Brennan Corotica, reconnaissons la valeur de cette gente dame. Alors, en ce jour d'aujourd'hui, nous déclarons son appartenance à l'auguste ordre du Pelican.
Sultan Mohammad and Brennan's Corotica know all too well the worth of this good gentle. Thus do they induct her into the august order of the Pelican.
Et elle était renommée en cette fête de Saint-Cyril de Jérusalem, en cette année 57.
So it is done on this day of the feast of Saint Cyril of Jerusalem, on a Societatis 57.
The words of our Baroness Emma McKilmon, with translation by Baron Godefroy de Falaise, illumination by Baroness Emma McKilmon, and calligraphy by Bright Star Alexei Dmitriev.
Perronnelle, would you like to swear?
Moi, Perronnelle de Croy, je approuve, Marion, couronne aux héritiers et le peuple. Swear to you, crown, your heirs, your people, that I will be loyal, honest, and true. Je serai loyal, fidèle et honnête. Je donne mes mains pour le service, ma sagesse au conseil et mon épée pour la guerre. I give my hands for service, my wisdom, such as it, for counsel, and my sword for war. Surtout, je donne mon cœur à le royaume de l'Est. Et jamais je lui ferai du mal, ni à son peuple, par mes mots, par mes actes, ou par mes pensées. Above all, I give my heart to the kingdom of the East, and never will I seek to harm it or its people by word, deed, or act. All this I will hold faithfully until the end of my days. Tous ceci, je le ferai jusqu'à la fin de mes jours.
So we put more another degree of character than in another. So I, Mohammad,
And I Corotica, believe your words to be true and accept your vow. And in return we promise you honor
peace
and justice.
pour la première fois, Maîtresse Perronnelle, Pelican du Royaume de l'Est.